Yeah. Race against the clock, fighting the anxiety of making it or not. On top of that, you still gotta worry about the cops. To top that, you still gotta watch for the ops. Yeah, one color against all odds. We ain't got much, nigga, but we got God. So throw 'em fists in the sky now.
Yes, sir.
Episode 1 of Full Circle, the podcast.
Yeah, the pilot show. So yeah, start off by introducing yourself, homie. How's
Yo,
that?
name is T-Rap. Where can you get me? It's gonna be down here somewhere because, you know, working full time.
Somewhere here.
Leather Brain on all social medias. The A's or V's. You will see it. What's your name?
Yeah, I go by Bonang, but on socials you can find me at Bonnie Worldwide.
Facts.
We international, baby.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, the whole idea of the podcast, of course,
Yeah.
you know, it's more about personal development, self-development rather.
Yeah.
And as well as the business side and mixed with a little bit of fun.
Because you are gonna have fun. It is, you know what I mean?
You know, ain't nobody
be fun
trying to watch
dudes.
a boring ass podcast.
Yeah. So tell us how this podcast came to be, my guy. When did you conceive the idea? When did you hit me up? All that.
Oh yeah. Well, I always have a lot of things going on my mind, but one of the things that went on my mind was like, if the average person knew more about finance, interest, inflation, as well as currencies, I'm sure we'd burn down banks in a week or so, man.
So you started the podcast to burn down banks. That's the ideology of this entire thing.
It might result in that, bro, but
so episode 5, you are burning down banks.
We might as well, man.
Facts. I love it.
Sounds like a plan.
We are cancelled.
Hey, man, the institutions are coming for us. So, hey, better get bodyguards and shit, you know?
Nah, true that, but...
but yeah, people want money at the end of the day, you know? And what I want to do mainly is create a state of mind where people get to understand.
So you wanted to create a podcast where people can come and just talk about self-development. That's your whole aim for this entire thing. More
self-development than anything else. More
than anything else. That's a beautiful thing. You told me about the idea. I was like, yo, I'm down. And now we're here and doing, you know, the entire thing. So yeah, let's go. What's the first thing you want about? What do you want to talk about, my guy?
I remember last time we were talking about stoicism and you were just elaborating more on that, and I actually found that very interesting, you know.
Stoicism. Yo, I feel like that's too deep for episode 1. Google stoicism. We're gonna do that in episode 2. Episode 1, it's a bit too much. Let's go. But it's a beautiful idea.
Episode 2, then, you know, you can find us there when you want to know about stoicism, guys. But yeah, more than
telling me about the Casper. Was that the manager or?
Nah, his mentor. You know.
Mentor. Yeah.
Dr. Keith Butongo. Yeah, he's a very, very intellectual guy, you know?
Yeah.
So with that guy, I found it very interesting because he's more of a philanthropist, businessman, entrepreneur. He's also, you know, more into like self-development and everything. So I really just liked his mindset and how he moves and operates. And I was like, nah, man, this is the type of mindset we need to incorporate in our people. Because when you look at today's youth, man, everybody's just a lazy fuck, bro.
Everybody, come on, bro. You're gonna get us cancelled on episode 1. So not everybody, guys. I'm here to be the yin and yang to this nigga's whatever he's doing. Not everybody, but yeah, I understand where he's coming from. He feels like the youth is damned. Is that what?
We too much of consumers, you know, instead of creators and creatives and creators. You know, those are two different things. But I love those two.
So how would you describe a creator?
Creator is someone who brings something that doesn't exist at all into life. Yeah.
Okay,
you know?
I'll take that.
Whereas a creative is someone that brings a concept, let's say an alcohol, and you bring a certain flavor, maybe. You know, that's a creative thinking. Whereas we could think of someone who started the stop sign, an example. you know? Imagine cars were hitting each other there by the road and shit, and someone was like, nah, let's create a stop sign.
But couldn't it be like, someone said this nigga wasn't a creative, he was just like given or appointed to do something, like, people are hitting each other on the road, and his boss was like, create something that will stop this obstruction from happening, and then he was like, stop sign, create something. So would you still a creator, but okay, sharp.
Yeah, but I still feel like, yeah, that's a creator because it's someone who still brought something a concept that didn't exist in the human mind at all. You know?
Fair enough.
Yeah, or someone who created
still true
bulb,
to the concept.
You know?
Yeah.
Someone who created the bulb. Who's this? Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
You know? That's a creator.
Well, he invented the patents, but he didn't create the bulb.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But
yeah, but true that.
Yeah, you get what I mean.
The greatest, I think, like, when you talk about living geniuses, you have to talk about people like Tesla. So yeah,
exactly. True. You know? So those two concepts, there's nothing wrong with each of them.
Yeah.
But just incorporating that mindset into people is something we really need to do.
I'm just gonna pick this up because my drink is way too far.
I feel like it's something that we really have to do as the youth.
It's coffee, by the way. Nothing.
Because Kanye said it. This generation is the closest thing to Einstein. I love that quote, man. You know. But we're not taking advantage of our mindset and what we have in our brains. You get me?
Yeah.
So if we could just push that into people's minds and get them to think like that, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of just running for jobs. Not that there's anything wrong with getting a job, obviously. But instead of just running for a job, you could create a job. You get me?
Yeah. So am I allowed to challenge you on a couple of points that you made?
I'd love that.
But yeah, if everyone is a creator and there is no workforce, do you think that would work?
Obviously not.
Obviously not.
There has to be slaves.
Not this nigga, dog. Yo, we getting cancelled, bro. Like,
yo, man,
might not be episode,
case,
but definitely we are getting cancelled. Like, I kid you not. But yeah, not slaves, but there has to be a workforce behind everything.
There still needs to be people who have to get the job done, you know?
Facts.
Because the creator or the creative can't be the one creating everything or making everything come into fruition.
Yeah, so you know? True that.
They can create concepts that could make sure that the things come into fruition, but they can't be the ones responsible for it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah, I feel you 100%.
Yeah, what do you think about that, bro?
I love the idea. The ideology is beautiful. You want to create more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs than they are.
Yeah.
Just people just going with the flow, going with the system. Philanthropists as well. It's beautiful, and that's all I'll say about it.
But yeah, you go to countries like Qatar and you know, Emirates.
Yeah.
You find that those people don't work for shit, bro. All they do is spend cars.
Crash but that's the thing. You know that if it's like these let me say Arab states, the reason they have so much money is because oil money, and with that oil money, Fito is reinvested into creating these cities.
Yeah, true.
Dubai is a city, first of all. Let's not get it wrong. Qatar, Abu Dhabi, they have cities, bro. They do not have like an entire.
But for them to get there, they had to enslave themselves as well. You know, I feel like
in what way?
They had to say, "Nah, fuck the Western civilization. We're gonna do this ourselves."
So how is that enslaving? Oh, you mean you had to work yourself?
Yeah,
they had to
no
work
matter
themselves.
how low the wages were, they still had to go to that point.
Yo, I know we black, but you know the word slave really.
I feel like, yeah, man.
You keep just spelling it out. Yeah, slave. But yeah, I feel.
Hey, man. I mean, for us to be where we are, we also had to be enslaved.
Facts.
But yeah, the idea is us as Africans, I feel like for us to reach where we want to be or where we have to be as Africans, the world leaders and everything, we also have to be willing to enslave ourselves, you know, and be like, no, we're gonna work like this and fuck the Western civilization.
I feel you on that.
I mean, I ain't trying to get canceled, but yo, man, facts is facts, bro. So that's the whole idea. The ideology I work around.
And you know, it is true, bro. We are living today. I'm not gonna say too much, but what I am gonna say is that a lot of people today are living like, yo, everything is okay, everything is fine. But dog, we are to a certain extent kind of fucked. You know what I mean? The fact that 20% of the economy of the entire South African faithful has most of the resources. That's crazy to me. So we do have to wake up and we have to say like, yo, let's change something. So I feel you on that.
Most likely even less than 20%.
Less than 20%. I'm just saying 20% because I'm not sure. I haven't checked the numbers in a minute, but it is way less than 20%.
And when you look at the amount of people who are unemployed, it's also a sad story. So I think number one thing, us as Africans, you know, like Zimbabwe right now, they're like, now they're banning all lithium exports. I don't know if you've read about that before.
Nah.
But I was reading that a couple of days ago.
Educate me.
They're banning all lithium exports and they're going to create all the batteries in the country before exporting them. That's the mindset we need as like an entirety of Africa. You get me? Yeah. So the whole idea of this is to create the mindset that we need to accept that we first need to struggle like nobody's business for us to get where we're supposed to be. You know, for us to be the world leaders, we actually need to struggle.
So what are you saying? Like as South Africa and Feto, because we do know how and Feto in South Africa, our biggest exports or one of our biggest exports would be gold and diamonds. Platinum. Do we say and platinum as well? So do we say like we stop giving minerals out to the rest of the world?
Stop giving the raw materials. I'm not saying
raw materials.
Yeah, you know, if we
turn
could
it into something and then export it for a higher price.
Yeah, bro. You go to shops like Browns, bro. They sell a diamond ring for a young 80K. Yeah. You know, but how much did we sell that diamond to them for?
But do we have the resources to turn a raw diamond into? Do we have the resources to cut it? First of all, do we have the resources to turn it into whatever fit we need to turn it into for us to sell it for a higher markup?
That's a beautiful question. But my chat is, for us to be able to get there, we have to say fuck the rest of the world. They might sanction us and shit, but fuck them, bro. You know, we might not get PS5s anymore. But hey, man, if that's the case, then fuck it, you know? Yeah. As long as we know the
So you don't want PS5s?
Hey man, let's make our own, bro.
Make your own PS5.
Let's make our own, bro.
Let's
That's
make
all
our
I'm
own
saying,
PS5s,
you know?
Niggas. Yo, my guy.
So my chat is, if we could focus more on making our own, we would get somewhere as an entirety of Africa, you know?
Yeah. Beautiful. I feel you.
So for us to get there, we also have to understand how certain
niggas stop twerking for PS5s. Remember there was a phase when niggas were twerking. There was niggas PS5s on the internet.
On Instagram lives and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of wild for me, bro.
Hey man, no matter how desperate I am, I ain't never had a PS before, but hey man.
Didn't even think about it, but that was wild. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't about to twerk for one. Miss me with that, dog.
But continue, man. You were making a very good point at this moment.
Yeah, you know, for us to also be able, I mean, we need creatives to also be able to say, nah, fuck it. Instead of exporting or importing these products, rather we make them ourselves, you know? If we could start off by like getting to that mind state where we're like, no, every single thing we want, we can make ourselves. Yeah. Or if we can't make it, we could invest in certain categories and certain people who could actually help us be able to make it ourselves. Because the internet literally has all the information at this day and age, bro.
Facts.
You know? So that's the whole chat I want to focus on.
But what I'm saying is the internet doesn't tell you how to do certain things, is there?
True, but you find like Elon Musk's Tesla website, they have what you call open sources, you know? Sure. So open sources, they give you everything that's in the product, but they don't tell you how to make it. Yeah. So another thing is we also have to allow our people to fail.
So are we also redesigning the education system, the educational system?
That's why I think we actually have to start more than anything. Man.
So where do you stand in Feto about the whole educational system in SA? Is it good enough? Do you think in Feto do we need more work? Do we need to like flip it over and start somewhere else? Do we need to just say like, okay, it's good enough, but we can do better?
First off, we just have to say fuck the Western civilization.
That's all.
You know, I think if we could gain the balls to just say fuck the Western civilization.
So you are saying fuck Anglo-America, everything.
Hey man, I ain't trying to get shot tomorrow, but hey man.
Yeah,
you know,
saying
subliminally,
that, so,
I'm kind of saying
it.
Chest if I ain't saying it, but I'm kind of saying it.
Yeah.
You know, But yeah, the whole idea is to mainly say no. We could actually use Anglo-American, all these other, because they're mostly African, the African based, and we could take advantage of the resources they have and say, nah, fuck it. If y'all want to stick around, you have to help us and help us grow in this manner and that manner.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel like these thoughts have been percolating in you, like, they've been percolating in you. They've been building up. They've been.
After a few takes, I think,
Facts.
But yeah, man. More than anything, I also don't want us to be boring and just focus on that, of course. But that's where we have to start and ask ourselves, how can we do this? How can we do that? Who should we talk to? How should we talk to them about it? Bring the right people to the platform to actually get the shit done. Yeah. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah, so there's a lot of work to do, but we just have to start. The idea is to just start, man.
Just to start somewhere. Facts. And I feel you.
And I think more than anything, it's the mindset we have to start with. Because like I said, our youth is just lazy fucks, bro. Not all, but don't hate me, guys. But hey, man,
that's none of my business. But yeah,
I know too many lazy fucks, bro, and it sucks, yo.
Yeah.
Because man, I'm always in the streets grinding and shit. Yeah. And
so now
there's just too many consumers.
Born here as a human being, from everything I've known, if I had to call anyone a hustler, it would be you, right? Started your own quarter business, right, in math. Went to the city. You still going to school, but you are working a second job, even though you do have like the whole quarter business going on. What else are you up to, my guy? Tell me.
You give them almost everything, but I'm trying to give everything about me, man. But
come on,
man. I'm also into investments, I love investments more than anything.
So if I had to ask for one smart investment for a young nigga like me,
I'd say invest in the things you use on a regular basis. So today I was looking at my portfolio and I checked out ShopRite, bro. Since I invested in ShopRite, it grew by 48%, and I invested at least 5 figures there.
That's crazy. How long did it get to? How long did it get? How long did it take for it to grow that 48% from
less than
the market
6
price
months.
that you bought it for?
Less than 6
months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was 5 figures, so you can
6
imagine.
months.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How much did you invest in that?
6 actually. 5 figures actually. Being specific. 5 figures. That's all I can say. But man, that's just a quick example of like how it grows, Grew over 5K.
Child.
Imagine,
Beautiful.
I just invested and I stopped using it. But what I prefer doing is investing in products that I use on a regular basis. Like a British American tobacco, I use it on a regular basis. Us niggas with vapes and shits. So that's also another charge, Invest in the things you use on a daily basis, and you can see that now when you go to ShopRite, you see it's fucking full. So that's just a quick example of where you could put your money, But the whole idea is to just grow and act broke, bro. You feel me?
Grow and act broke. That's
don't try and flash it. They say the gardener fucks up by trying to pick a flower every time in the garden just to prove to someone that they're the gardener. So that's the whole ideology. You get me? So it's not like when a flower blooms, don't just remove the flower and try and prove to someone that now you're a gardener.
I feel you. Let more flowers grow. Is that what you're saying? Let them grow. Let them pollinate.
Don't let anybody think you got it.
It was confusing me for a second there. I was like, yo, what the ideology was just like.
Want me to say it again?
But then I was like, nah, I got you now.
But
let them pollinate. Let them thrive before you just pick the first flower and fuck up the entire thing. Facts.
Don't say now you're trying to go groove tomorrow now.
Because you have 1 million. Let it get to 20 million. Let it go to 50. Let it go to 100.
At least let it go to 20 and then remove 10%.
True that.
That's still $1 million.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Facts.
So the idea at the end of the day is just growth, man, and the ideology around growth and how to get to it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I pulled one of my investments today because, hey, man, nigga broke.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be broke with money floating, man.
Yeah, facts.
But
Facts.
You know, that's just one other thing, you know. Don't allow yourself to be too broke, but you can't also allow yourself to go broke.
So did you do that in fact for a valid reason, or did you just do it because in fact you wanted to fuck around? I think that's the most important.
Nah, I did it for a valid reason, actually.
Facts. So do you regret it, or do you? I feel like if you did it for a valid reason, you shouldn't regret it. But if you're just doing it just to fuck around, then that's where
I kind of do, of course.
The conversation has to start. Like, yo, why did you do it?
I kind of do, but it's also for school, you know. I also gotta go back to school and shit.
Yeah.
So you need money for that shit as well.
Yeah.
School ain't cheap.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I'm gonna graduate, but hey, man.
I feel like you are, though.
Yeah, we just trying out here, man. The idea is growth. You feel?
Facts.
So yeah, homie. But there's a lot that I wanna actually dive into in this podcast. And as a pilot show, I feel like we shouldn't go too deep inside, but just explain certain aspects and let people understand certain aspects, especially about ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we're doing right now. We'll see just in future terms, but the whole idea is how do you make it, how do you grow it, and how do you spend it?
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100,
how do you keep it? Facts.
Yeah, man. We just need to create more platforms where we talk about such things, because I feel like in most platforms it's just fun, man, talking about smash or pass. I mean, not that I'm against it. I mean, we all love some booty.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, man. We all just trying to get laid. We niggas at the end of the day.
Yeah, but we do have to talk about it. So
yeah, we need to have the uncomfortable conversation.
You do have to get. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The realest niggas will make you uncomfortable before they make you comfortable. You feel me? So that's the whole idea, man. Ask yourself, what am I doing with my money, and how am I growing it, and where I'm putting it, is it really beneficial to me in the long run? Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, I feel you 100%.
I feel like I'm just talking about a lot of smart shit. Let's talk about dumb shit. What did you smash last night, bro?
I smashed.
Keep rising and keep faith. Don't be good, my nigga, just be great. I would tell you to keep safe, but these days all we say is stay dangerous. Stay strong, they won't break us. Black kids with black cars and bank statements.